Growing a business requires having appropriate expansion policies in place, plans to motivate key employees, and the know-how in handling common business problems. Welcome to another edition of the Nigerian Investor. Last week, we talked about ordinary shareholders and their unsecured status, the nationalized bank experience. Today, we want to talk about the fact behind the Diamond Bank rights issue. Diamond Bank PLC, one of the leading financial and small and medium-scale enterprises supportive institutions, is to raise over 50 billion by way of rights issue in the Nigerian capital market, as the offer currently runs from 30th July to 26 August 2014 and done at a discount price of about 8.8%. The Group Managing Director and CEO of the bank, Dr. Alex Oti, in his fact behind the issue presentation, stated that the proceeds of the offer will be used in the following ways: development of the bank's IT infrastructure. This will be done by upgrading the bank's banking application software, including the FlexCube and customer relationship management, improving the bank's efficiency through training and intensify effort in the development of electronic channels, supporting the bank's working capital by increasing focus in the retail segment by promoting financial inclusion and providing financial services to individuals and communities, and expansion and refurbishment of bank's business location through the establishment of new business locations. The bank recently released an impressive half-year 2014 results despite the regulatory headwinds in the banking sector, with a gross earning figure of 98 billion, representing about 13.6% growth, and PAT figure of 13.8 billion, representing 9% growth in bottom line. The bank's Group Managing Director further stressed that their winning strategy has been innovative market-leading products, focus on retail segment and acquiring cheaper deposits, growth in high-end corporate banking clients, focus on human capital management, and driving business expansion through organic growth. In his concluding remarks, he stated that the group's performance in half-year 2014 is a further confirmation of the bank's resilience in sustaining profitability despite regulatory constraints, as the bank will continue to offer propositions that will enable them to sustain their leadership position in retail banking, while also confident that the bank's esteemed shareholders will take up their rights, thus making it a successful offer venture. Let's hear from the MD of Diamond Bank.
We have paid attention to a few areas that others have not paid attention to before this time, the real economy. And today, we are courted by even our colleagues who are asking, how do you do it? And we've been in this since 2007, so if there are any learning loops, we have them. If there are challenges, we've gone through them, so we have a history. So I think this business is organized in such a way that it's sustainable. The returns are going to keep coming. There may be a little challenge as we get the monies in towards the end of the year, in terms of earnings. But that will quickly be corrected from next year. So it's the final thing is that how the economy is going today, the new central bank leadership talking about stability in prices and exchange rate and focus on real sector development. I think we are all key.
In a brief interview with a leading shareholders activist in person of Mr. Boniface Okese, the national chairman of Progressive Shareholders Association Nigeria, he said Diamond Bank rights issue is a good offer as the stock price is currently undervalued and as such encourages existing shareholders to take up their rights.
And I urge every shareholder that is a shareholder in Diamond Bank to increase their stake with this opportunity. Because for me, the price that 6 naira, 60 or whatever it is currently in the market is undervalued. For me, the Diamond Bank should be trading at 10 naira or thereabout. In terms of things they are putting in place in the bank, it should not be a price of 6 naira as it is today. Because they have not come here to showcase what the bank have done in recent years. Another opportunity, they have come today and show the figures, and the figure doesn't lie.
The following agents are upcoming in the market: Rose PLC on the 25th of September 2014 and Flower Mills PLC on the 10th of October 2014. On corporate actions, Custodian and Allied Insurance PLC declared 6 kobo with closure date set for 11th August 2014. Rose PLC declared 60 kobo and 144 bonus with closure date set for 19 September 2014. And Flower Mills PLC declared 2 naira 10 kobo and 1 for 10 bonus with closure date set for 18 August 2014. On announcement in the market, WAPCO officially announced a change of name to Lafarge Africa PLC. Lafarge Cement WAPCO Nigerian PLC notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange that with effect from July 9, 2014, the company's name was changed from Lafarge Cement WAPCO Nigerian PLC to Lafarge Africa PLC. According to the company, the change of name to Lafarge Africa PLC is consequent upon the company's commitment to create a stronger growth platform which will accelerate the exploitation of growth opportunities and enhance value creation for all stakeholders. However, the legal status, office address, and contact details remain the same, and all contracts remain unaltered in terms of the name of the contracting parties, with corresponding obligation and rights being assumed under the new name. In addition, the company's share certificate also remain valid. Guaranty Trust Bank PLC announces the retirement of Dr. Mrs. Stella Okoli as a non-executive director of the bank. Guaranty Trust Bank PLC notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange of the retirement of Dr. Mrs. Stella Okoli as a non-executive director of the bank with effect from July 24, 2014. Dr. Mrs. Okoli was appointed to the board of the bank in February 2010. Her retirement is in compliance with the provision of the Code of Corporate Governance of the bank, which stipulates that non-executive directors shall retire from the board upon attaining the age of 70 years. The vacancy created by the retirement of Dr. Ms. Okoli from the board has since been filled by Mr. Ezekiel Adesholo Inlola. Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC notified of proposed right issues. Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange of the company's intention to raise 1.5 billion through a right issue. The company explained that the right issue is a strategic step towards accomplishing its 5-year strategic blueprint, which among others will reinforce its competitiveness in the Nigerian market and improve its market share. The offer is expected to commence in the third quarter of this year and is subject to approval of the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Nigerian Stock Exchange. CBN issues draft regulatory and supervision guidelines for development finance institutions. In a bid to accelerate the pace of development of the Nigerian economy and realization of the key role of some critical sectors in the process, the federal government of Nigeria has over the years established development finance institutions (DFIs) to provide financial interventions in the identified sectors targeting micro, small and medium-sized enterprises (MESEs) to complement the effort of the banks and other financial institutions in that regard. However, due to limited access to long-term and low-interest funds, in addition to other factors, the DFIs have recorded limited successes. Consequently, the federal government, in collaboration with development partners and international financial institutions (IFIs), decided to sponsor the establishment of wholesale DFI to bridge the gap and to increase the availability and access to finance, in particular for MSMEs. The benefits of WDFIs are documented and acknowledged in both developed and emerging markets. That's all we have for you on this edition of the Nigerian Investor. I remain your regular anchor until I come your way again next week. Bye for now.